Hey y'all, it's Chris Weston from IWAM, and I'm sitting out here in my front yard of my farm, and you'll be able to hear my dog. He's uh, over there pouting. I've got a huge German Shepherd, and he acts like a little baby because I'm not throwing his ball, but so he may come over and be disruptive here. Here he comes. But anyway, until until that happens, I'll see how far I can get. But I'm just sitting here today, and I've been thinking about, how blessed I feel to be on the IWAM Pro staff, and a lot of guys, and I wanted to speak a little bit about what those your expectations from a manufacturer standpoint are of the pro staff, and what the obligations and responsibilities of the pro staff are from the pro staff point of view. I'm fairly experienced with both. I actually run the pro staff for Buckhorn Outdoors climbing stands, and I can kind of see it from both sides of the coin. I pro staff for Third Hand Archery, Deer Crossing Archery, Buckhorn Outdoors, IWAM, Tony Reynolds Turkey Calls, Ghost Blinds, to name a few. And I take each of those companies that I represent. I was first and foremost a paying customer, and I think that's important. I think it's important to fall in love with the product, and make sure that that when you're talking about the product to somebody, that it is something that you can get excited about, that you believe in, because then it's not a hard sell. It's not really a sale. You're not selling it at all. You're just really providing testimony about your experience with the product. And and I've been using IWAM for years, for example, and I really believe that it is the best late season cold weather hunting garment that you can get, not only in the woods, but it's great for sitting on the bleachers watching your kids play football or baseball, or whatever you have to do outside. It's just an incredibly versatile product. And the price point for the most expensive IWAM, I believe, is $399. Having said that, I think it's a budget because it eliminates the need for expensive, heavily insulated boots, jacket, pants, or bibs or whatever. It eliminates all of those things, which you can spend, $12, $13, $1,400 these days on that stuff if you want the best stuff that's out there, to ensure that you can stay up in your stand and hunt as long as you want when it's cold out. Or attend that NFL game or a Major League Baseball game or who knows what. But so there, but I have a responsibility to IWAM, and that responsibility is to drive sales and increase revenue, and to get people excited about IWAM as a company, excited about their products that they make, and it's not just sitting at home. And I think a lot of guys view pro staffing responsibilities that they sit at home and they are living up to their obligations because they are wearing a hat that says, in this case, IWAM, and a shirt that in this case says IWAM, and they look at it for the wrong reasons. They look at pro staffing as sort of a validation of their hunting credentials, or that they can talk about at deer camp, or the hunt club, and really, you need to. I wear the shirt and the hat. And today it's IWAM, and as I'm running errands or shopping for this upcoming school year for my 12-year-old daughters, and I'm standing in line at a retail store, somebody notices the IWAM logos, and they say, "Hey, what is that?" And that's an opportunity. That's why I wear this stuff. That's why I've got stickers on my truck. But that's an opportunity for me to say, oh, IWOM is the most amazing thing, and describe the product and get them fired up for it, and tell them how, even at whatever the price point is, that they're saving money with that. And I can't successfully do that. I can't successfully get somebody excited about the product if I haven't first and foremost fallen in love with the product as a consumer. And so I make, I talk to people in stores, and I'm approachable. I've never met a stranger. I'm making written reviews and video reviews, and I'm posting them on hunting forums and different social media platforms, and I'm spending a couple hours every night, really late at night after the kids go to bed, and maybe your work day's done or whatever. But I'm spending a couple hours online, and if I've posted something somewhere, or somebody has asked a question or responded to it, then I give them my undivided attention and answer questions. And each time you answer a question, you're just really drawing more attention to your original post that you've made, or thread if you're on a hunting forum, and that kind of thing. But unfortunately, when I do a lot of these reviews, sometimes somebody will say, when I make a written review, I'll make the review, and at the very beginning I'll say, hey, I'm gonna give you guys a written review of this product, or a video review of this product, as long as you understand that the caveat is I work for the company, or pro staff for the company in some way, but I was a paying consumer before I was on their pro staff team, or I joined their pro staff team after falling in love with the product as a paying customer. And you're still going to get comments from people trying to run you down, or saying that your quid pro quo association with the company mitigates in some way the credibility of your review or your comments about a product, and that kind of thing. And so you do have to have thicker skin, I believe, and not, I know sometimes somebody will say something so ugly that my knee-jerk reaction is, well, doggone it, I'm just going to give them the what for, and but I'm a representative of this company, and so regardless of how, like in any business, you're always going to have people that you can't make everybody happy. There are going to be people who are going to, for whatever reason, they're going to make difficult comments and that kind of thing. And so you have to be professional in how you react to those comments, and engage with the person making the comments. But I hope that this will, and I go in dealers, I go to a lot of Meet the Pros events, and I went to trade shows last year in 5 different states, I think it was, maybe more. Flew to several of them, and it's so as I'm going to, and I just missed the Mississippi State Turkey Calling Championships this past weekend because my call sponsor was having some health issues. So please say a prayer for Tony Reynolds. But last year when I go to or if I've got something that's going on at the Mossy Oak headquarters in West Point, Mississippi, then when I get there, I'm also talking about, the climbing stands, or I'm talking about IWOMs, or I'm talking about the bow holders that you get from Third Hand Archery, or the arrows from Deer Crossing Archery, custom arrows from Deer Crossing Archery, or ghost blinds, or whatever it is. I use that opportunity to really, see if I can drive these companies' sales by getting them in these different dealerships or stores and that kind of thing. So for me, it never ends. I take it seriously. But if you're not, if you're interested about becoming pro staff, now you have an idea of what some of the obligations are. And if you are already a pro staff, and if you're not living up to some of these obligations, then maybe you should reevaluate what you're doing, or double down and see if you can't get caught back up and do these things. Work a little bit harder, but because these companies, they are making an investment in you, and I think it's our responsibility as pro staff to see that these companies realize a return on their investment. But anyway, if you've got any thoughts or comments, let me know and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. I certainly do appreciate y'all watching such a long-winded video, and I hope this helps you guys. So as always, thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.